first of all, kind of like Shannon, you guys know this is the end of the season, this last training session. Obviously, one more game tomorrow, at least for you especially, because it was a rocky season for SAFC, and you obviously had a couple injuries in there, so it was you weren't able to just go breeze through the season. How are you feeling as it comes to an end tomorrow?
Yeah, it's obviously very disappointing to not be in the fight with one game to go. Obviously, we wanted to make playoffs, and that's been kind of our goal for the last 3-4 months, and it's disappointing to fall short of it. But I think we just have to go out and give our all tomorrow. It's our last home game. The fans have been amazing all season, so we really have to go out and show out for them. It's not like it's done. I mean, obviously, we're not playing for playoffs, but we're still playing for our pride and we're playing for our fans. So we're going to go out tomorrow and do our best to go out with a win.
And speaking of giving your all, obviously SAFC's had some solid results recently, and you've been kind of at the center of some of those, or at least, having some really good performances. How have you felt about sort of your last month? Does it feel like you've been maybe on a higher level than you had been before?
Yeah, I've definitely felt good since coming back from the injury. I think that even before the injury, I was playing at a higher level in the beginning of the season, and obviously I've had some bad lucks with injuries, like you said, in the season, but I do feel like I've been playing well lately, and I want to kind of keep that line going this last game. Like I said, it's always important to finish out strong, so it's going to be important tomorrow to go out and get good results for our fans.
And you guys are coming up against a Detroit team that, from what I see at least, isn't necessarily the highest scoring or the most creating a lot offensively, but they do seem fairly clinical. How are sort of you and the guys in front of you, mostly the defense, but all 10 players that are going to be defending, how you're looking at what's going to be coming toward your goal?
Yeah, we know it's a blue-collar, hard-working team. We know that they get a lot of kind of grinded out results throughout the season. That's why they're in third place, obviously. So it's going to be a very hard game. So we know that we have a big challenge in front of us. We're going to try and tackle it with all the enthusiasm and all the energy we can. And I mean, I think that if we go out and we put our best foot forward, kind of like we did against Louisville, we're going to get a positive result.
Just for the fun of it, I don't know if you saw your opposite number for Saturday, Nate Steinwasser, actually got to come up and take a penalty last weekend for Detroit. Just from your perspective, how comfortable would you be if you ever were in the position to be taking a penalty in a game like that?
Yeah, I would love to do it. I would have no issue doing it. It'd be very fun.
And so for you, since this is the last game of the season, for you as a player, what is your mentioned team's motivation for continuing to play? What is your motivation for continuing to play in the season strong? Will you use that for like a springboard for next year?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I think that this last month I've been at a good level. I want to finish out the year at kind of on a high. I also think it's important just for our fans, so I'm motivated also to give the fans a good show. They've been amazing all season. They've supported us through a lot of the lows that we've experienced this year, so I think it's important for us to show out for them. So that's a big motivation for me and for the whole team.